talk to you about the decline sit-up today versus the gravity mat. Some things to keep in mind when we're doing one of these versus what we can get out of the gravity mat and peak contraction. So when we're doing the decline sit-up, there's two things that are kind of iffy about this. The contraction is only in the middle of the movement. So at the bottom, we're not contracting anything, we're not feeling anything, it's a rest area. At the top, it's a rest area. I could sit here and go on my phone if I want to, which a lot of people do in the middle of their set. So one thing that we have to keep in mind is that the only contraction that we're gonna get is in this short range of motion of like 30 degrees, okay? So when we're all the way up, it's resting. When we're all the way down, it's resting. Now, how people get their first contraction to pull themselves up is from pulling their feet back. Now that's the leverage that the gravity mat does not give you. It keeps you contracted the whole entire time. The only leverage the gravity mat is giving you is that support on your lower back to be able to keep that contraction there. Time under tension is very important in core control. So when we're at the bottom and rested, in order to get ourselves up, the first thing we think about is pulling those toes towards us to be able to use that momentum and just sling us up and then sling us back down. Now that contraction was like 1 second because I sat up in about 0.5 seconds. So we have to think about when we're in this movement, we have to sit in this position to be able to have contracted. Now, the good thing about this position is that's exactly what the gravity mat position is. So let's go over to the gravity mat and show you some of those exercises and how to keep that peak contraction. All right, now I'm gonna show you some exercises that we can do on the gravity mat that are comparable to the decline sit-up. As you can see, I have a band just tied here. You can also do it with a cable if you're super strong, but if you're like Lily, just do it with a band. All right, you're gonna grab the band here with two hands. The crunching movement, you're gonna push your core into the ground, no rib flare. You're gonna be here and you're gonna keep these up as you crunch up. This is gonna be the crunch that gets you to have that same exact crunching motion as you would in a decline sit-up. Your knees are up, that pelvis is tucked the whole entire time, you're supported on your lower back in the gravity mat. Now the other thing that we could do is an isometric hold in this movement. Now there's two ways, and the harder way would be this hollow body extra hold here that's gonna keep that same crunch position as you would in your core, that elongated position while keeping the time under tension. The way that's a little bit similar to the decline sit-up, you're gonna keep your feet tucked in like this as you're tucking your core. Stay here, keep the tension in your core, keep your lower back pushed into the mat. Those are two of the movements that are comparable. Moving on to the next one.